This box is absolutely massive, and I definitely think that this is going to have to be a 3-part series. So let's see what's inside this box with this knife, and we'll get started. And there it is, JAZZA'S Ultimate Creativity Collection Limited Exclusive Edition. Now, I love unboxing things spoiler-free, so I have not seen, oh my god, JAZZA'S video on this yet. Holy how! Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Links to JAZZA in the description, and I'm excited to get into it, so let's get into it. Ooh, oh my gosh! Here it is, JAZZA'S Ultimate Creativity Collection. We have this giant box set. We've got 3 JAZZA'S, too many JAZZA'S if you ask me. We have JAZZA'S Incredible Inky Box, JAZZA'S Mega Minis Box, and JAZZA'S Super Sculpture Box. Like I mentioned, this video is going to be a 3-part series because there's just so much in these boxes. I mean, they're massive. So I'm just going to start with the top box, and that is going to be JAZZA'S Incredible Inky Box. So let's get to unboxing it and seeing what's inside. The first box, oh, what do we have? Oh no. Kasey Golden and Sock Kasey. Now be careful, you might summon her. Alright, let's quickly unbox these, look at all the art supplies, and get to creating because honestly, I'm just really anxious to create something. The first item is this Fabriano sketchbook. It is gridded, which honestly I've been wanting to try out and play around with, so excited about that. Ooh, I'm really interested in this one. The cover alone is really pretty. It looks like wood. This is the Cappuccino book, and it looks like it has brown paper, so more fun paper to play around with. Did I just say paper? Paper. Durabrite paper. I think this is to mix your inks on, or maybe it's to use ink on. I don't know. It looks non-absorbent and waterproof, so it's probably for mixing. Elegant writer pens. It looks like these are really good for calligraphy. Maybe something to try out. We've got the Crafter's Choice Pro in 4 and 6. Looks like nice inking brushes. Matches my wedding ring. Ooh. Rose gold. How did you know, JAZZA? Getting into some juicy stuff. This is the metallic calligraphy set. Let's just go ahead and open this up. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. These are so cute. We have these tiny little, oh, rose gold again. JAZZA, how did you know? It looks like inside you get these little vials of powdered mix to make your own ink, which I gotta say, never done before, so I'm a little intimidated, but also very excited to try out something new. We've got graphics aqua ink in red, blue, and yellow. Some would argue the primary colors, some would argue not. Next up is the Marabu alcohol ink in amethyst, aqua green, tangerine, and ooh, fancy rainbow. So I'm really curious about these. A lot of ink. Who knew for an ink box? Wow. And last but not least, we have JAZZA'S Deluxe Writing Collection. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, well, hold on. First off, I met with this terrifying just stare from JAZZA, which is a little unsettling. But if you look down here, wow, look at this pen set. I have never really played around with dip pens. I tried them once, didn't really like it, but it looks like I have some practicing to do. I mean, holy cow. This is very fancy. Holy cow, look at this pen. I mean, just look. I feel like I'm gonna drop it and break it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Holy crap. Wow, it even comes with a fancy little pen holder. I mean, this is a little extra, JAZZA. Wait, why does it look like this one is giving me the middle finger? Okay, that was a lot to unbox. Let's go ahead and start swatching our supplies. We have a lot of ink to try and get to creative. Get to creative, get to creating. Get creative? Let's just do some art. Oh boy, if I had the camera running when I was putting these powdered inks together, you guys would have had a hoot. Water was getting everywhere. Powders were powdering everywhere. So what I did was I decided on a color theme for this illustration for this video. So we're going to go with a very warm reddish autumn colors, and I'm very excited because these look amazing. Okay, something I've never done before is calligraphy. Let's see. And you know what? I'm not gonna try to be fancy about it. Let's just see what my, oh, I was gonna say, let's see what my handwriting looks like with the calligraphy pen. Wow, I feel like a 5-year-old learning how to write for the first time. Oh my goodness. Should I have looked up proper calligraphy techniques? I mean, not if I wanted to goof on myself. Oh gosh, how many mistakes am I going to do? All of them. Absolutely all of them. Wait, this is actually a lot smoother than I expected. I always hear, well, you know what? This paper is actually very slippery. You know what? It's an improvement, so we will get there. We are learning. So let's go ahead and swatch our inks. They are super shimmery. All right. Oh, wow. Here's our rose gold. Very thick, I think. Oh my God, look at that. That is insanely shiny. Continuing on with our super russet. Wow. Super pretty. And our pink gold, which, wow. Oh, interesting. It's just so pretty, and it's got this undertone of pink you can see on the paper. Magic lines, you know? This looks like a comet or something heading for Earth. We're all about to die. So here is the color palette we're going to be working with today. It looks like this paper, because it is water resistant, it's a lot slower to dry. So I'm probably just going to choose a couple of these colors to add an accent to our illustration. Maybe just add some sparkles. Okay, we've used the Durabrite to swatch. So let's try out our brown espresso paper and our graph paper. Now I'm curious, if I give it one nice solid dip, let's see how much we can actually get out of one. Here's one stroke all the way down the page. All right, pretty good. Here's our second stroke. Oh, I don't know. Why am I still going? It's empty. All right, so we got 1.5, which is honestly pretty good. I have absolutely no idea what each of these different things means, but oh my gosh, does this mean it's a thick boy? Actually, it looks like there's still a chamber, a square that we haven't gotten to. Open it up. Get thick. We still haven't gotten to that third chamber of ink though, so I wonder, I'm just too afraid to press down really hard. I'm just afraid I'm gonna break it. It just seems so fragile. I'm scared. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, we did it! We did it. We got to the third square chamber of ink. But we really had to press down, and honestly, especially because this pen is made out of glass, I'm just afraid that I'm gonna press down so hard it's going to explode and shatter. Ooh, let's see what this little hook tip one does. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, the hook makes it very smooth. Big gasp. Big gasp. This rounded hook on this one makes it so that you can actually do a full circle without stabbing your paper. I don't know if that explanation made sense, but I think this one is going to be the best for me to illustrate with, because look how easily you can go both ways. I can't stop drawing circles. I'm just so excited. This is why you swatch all of your art supplies, because I looked at those nibs and I thought, I don't like. Well, I rested my hand on this and it was clearly still wet. Actually, does this bleed over? Oh wow, it does bleed over. Oh no. Okay, enough of this goofing around. Let's get to sketching. So I've done a few doodles of an inky witch we can create here, and of course I really like the first sketch of just her standing there. It's a hard decision, even though I really do like her just standing here and the energy about her. I think maybe the action pose would be a little more fun. I'm not really sure which one I'm going to do, but let's see where it goes. Okay, here's the deal about this paper. I'm really confused about what it's used for. It's advertised as non-staining, heat-tolerant, heavyweight, and non-absorbent waterproof paper. So I assume that maybe this was used as some sort of, I don't know, palette to mix your inks on. But I've also been told that it can be used to do art on, so I'm really not sure what the deal is. The watercolor inks are obviously being resisted from it because they are water and this paper is non-absorbent. And I feel like our only option is to use this brown paper, so screw it. There goes that illustration. Let's just start off new and fresh and do some art on some brown paper. Okay, so I need to redo the drawing of our ink witch. So wish me luck, because the second one never looks as good as the first one, let's be honest. Also, I want her to have crazier boobs. Can we just give her crazy boobs? Look, I'm having to redraw her, so I kind of just want to make it silly now. We had our serious chance, now we're getting silly. Maybe I'll try to give her a headband, that'll kind of make her hairstyle a little bit cuter, and maybe that can be what she's holding on to. And smaller pigtails because, well, she's going off the page. Okay, we're kind of back to where we were. It's obviously not as good as the original, but you know, these things happen. So once again, I'm going to put down just a little bit of a splash of color, even though the paper is brown. We'll see how this turns out. You know, at this point, we're just experimenting. Oh boy, so this paper absorbs the color very quickly, so I need to work very quickly in order to make it somewhat smooth. Oh boy, a race against the clock. There's always something, huh? I think the real test is going to be when I try to line this illustration with a dip pen. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I am both looking forward to it and not looking forward to it. Alright, I also mixed a little bit of a shading color. I actually really do like the look of this earthy purple with this brown background. Everything's got this earthy look to it, and yeah, I'm curious to see, like I said, how this is going to turn out. Oh, very red cheeks. Whoops. Oh boy, I did not want her nose that red. Oh my gosh, how do I make it less red? I think I'll even color in her headband red just because I think that pop of red color would be really nice. Ooh, maybe I should make her eyes red and the bird's eyes red. That would be fun. I think I'm actually gonna go for it. I'm gonna make her dress, shoes, and the bird's eyes red, and then the rest can be black. And I think that would be really fun. Actually, working on my Inktober for this year, I've really missed last year when I used red as an accent color for my Inktober. It just looked so good. So I think this illustration will have a very similar vibe where the red just really helps make it pop and look really nice. I like how I came into this illustration thinking I had a solid plan. Things changed, disasters happened, but you know what? I think we're gonna come up with something really fun. I think it's gonna be okay. Wow, that sure is a boob. Okay, let's give her red eyes. I don't know if it's gonna translate well, but here we go. I think that's cute. Ooh, she's spooky. She's spooky and fun. And now I need to add just a little bit of the shading purple to some of the red, just to add a little bit of depth here and there. Not too much. We don't want to go too shade crazy. Well, I think one last thing I'm going to do is add just a little bit of color to the handle of our pen, because I feel like leaving it the brown color is just going to be a little bit too confusing. I would like it to be white, but we don't have a white ink, so I'm just going to color it this purple color. Hopefully that's not too distracting. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either, so I guess that's that. Also, gosh, this makes me want to do a lineless art style, but I feel like it's going to really benefit with ink, like a line work, so I should probably add that. So let's add our line art. Okay, here is our little bottle of black ink that I will probably end up spilling all over everything. And our, what's it called? Our turned up nib tip. Turned up. Oh wow, I already messed up. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I also feel like I'm going to end up working very slowly because I'm so scared because I'm not used to dip pens and I'm not sure if it'll suddenly decide to explode a bunch of ink. No big deal. Just like internally freaking out is all. If I die from heart failure, tell the police Jazza killed me. Okay, now I'm going to move on to just a brush and the ink to fill in these larger sections because I feel like filling in these larger sections with a dip pen is just going to take so long. Okay, I can breathe again. All right, so we got our raven or crow or whatever, our bird. I think it looks really nice. And it really goes to show you just how adding a really dark color like black to an illustration like this can really make areas pop and make them just stand out and make them look amazing. So I'm actually really excited to continue inking this, even though I can't breathe and I'm holding my breath and it's very nerve-wracking, but we're gonna get through it. I don't know why this pen is making me have the bad habit of doing a lot of small strokes because I'm usually really confident with my inking. But I guess using an art supply you're not used to can really kill your confidence. So I need to get into the habit of doing continuous one stroke. Otherwise it's really going to end up messing me up, I think. I'm not talking because I literally only have enough breath to keep myself alive. And if I talk, I'm going to shake and I'm going to mess up and it's going to be a disaster. And so far so good. I forgot that the pen nib needed to be colored with some sort of light gray color. So I dipped my brush in the ink and then watered it down. And there you go. Here's our gray. All right, let's add in some splashes of ink just for fun. Because I really like splashes of ink. I think they look really cool. Okay, that's good enough before I end up splashing her right in the face. And just going to close this before I regretfully spill it. Here it is. We have our Inky Witch using the JAZZA Inky ink box. I obviously didn't use nearly even half of the art supplies that came in the box. And I think we had a lot of fun creating something that I wouldn't normally create using dip pens. I found out which tip works best for me, and we created a cute witch. So thank you again to JAZZA for sending me all 3 of these boxes. I will be posting the other 2 and 3rd parts later. Keep an eye out for those, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay golden. But before I go, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons for all of their support. You guys are the best. If you want early access to my videos, secret sketches, and more, check out the link to my Patreon in the description of this video. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Bye!